Hey everybody, this is Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. So for today, I have the last book in May that is a favorite. It's called Ready or Not. I have one more called The Frozen River, but I'm going to share that later towards the winter months. I just want to get going on sharing more of my reading journal. So next week, I will have June stats on Friday. So the book Ready or Not is a beautiful, emotional, lots of themes explored book. I loved it. And I love the cover. The cover is stunning. So I dug through my really old stamps, found one from Kelly Perky that had trees. So I picked 4 different spots that could allow your eye to travel around the space and started stamping some tree trunks in brown. And then I will use the other pieces of the trees to make the different colors and kind of recreate the book cover. And it's going to turn out so springy, I guess you could say, but the cover really is very spring and very colorful, and I'm excited to see how this overall idea comes together. You can see that on the top right area, I decided that my line was too low, and so I just made it a little lower. Wait, yeah, I said that backwards. My line was too high up on the page and I needed it to make it lower. You get what I mean. I also have several stamp phrases picked off to the side. They're Everyday Explorer stamps, and I loved how they were about unconventional families and being awesome and teamwork, and I'm going to use those as my main sentiments. And the trees, of course, are all the colors from the book cover, so pink, yellow, green, and blue. It's looking fantastic, and I'm really thrilled with how this is turning out, because sometimes you get an idea in your head and you're like, I don't know if that's going to translate well. I don't know what's going to happen. This is working out fabulous. And right now I am reading the book called The X Vows. I really loved the first book by the author called You with a View, and I flew through that one. But this one I have had no time to read. I think I have spent about a week on this book, and it feels like I am just done with this book. I want nothing to do with this book, but it really is a good book. I'm just having, not enough time to read. And then for the audiobook, I'm reading an incredible memoir called A Well-Trained Wife, a woman's, how she escaped a Christian patriarchy type of situation. It's incredible and emotional. All right, so I've placed all of my trees. I put down some washi tape to use as, kind of the grass. And then I am now stamping the other phrases in black ink. So I have, this is our awesome and unconventional family. This is us, good times, and the more the merrier, because really this book is something so different, and for me, it really worked. I wanted to start with a quote down on that bottom left space. It says, "He blinks down at me, a slow expression filled with a depth that only decades of knowing someone can give you. This here is a man who knows me, and I feel known." So that's a piece of the book with the characters Eve and Shep. So they have known each other for a very, very long time, because Eve is best friends with Willa, and I'm going to tell you about the synopsis. Eve Hatch lives in New York and is feeling good about where she's at in her life, and then she finds herself suddenly expecting after a one-night stand. Now her life is completely different, obviously, right? She has her best friend Willa to help, but Willa is kind of preoccupied, so she turns to Willa's older brother, Shep. Eve is surprised by the care Shep is showing her and how much he wants to be there for every step of the pregnancy. Shep is more involved than the father, who is utterly conflicted about the baby. As the pregnancy goes on, Eve starts to form a new path in life. This new path leads her to understand that family and love can be found when you're least expecting it. And I do want to say that I used Goodreads main synopsis is kind of my jumping off point. I did not copy it word for word. I changed things to make it my own, and really having those Goodreads synopsis really helped me sometimes, like when I get so behind in my reading journal and I need help to get started. The next quote I picked was, "Even when I feel ugly, let love in. Let someone care for me tenderly because they love me, not because I can't do it by myself." Whew, so good. Okay, so my thoughts was that this is, a romance, but it's also a found family book, and it's just a winning combination in my opinion. I loved the beautiful story, like I said, with exploring life's unexpected twist and finding your people. I absolutely loved Shep. He was an amazing character. I think the term I saw a lot of people use was cinnamon roll hero. I would agree with that. And there's lots of growth, especially in terms of dealing with tough times and continuing to do your best. I also loved the theme of motherhood that was explored. And it really is just overall a fantastic book with so many topics explored and done in a really great way. And I can't recommend this book enough. It was just really good. I loved it, as you can tell. So the genre, obviously romance, and then book 65 and 5 stars, and I wind up picking a marker that's way too dark. But what can I do? So that will wrap up this reading journal spread. Quick and simple, but I hope you guys enjoyed and have a great day. Bye.